I bleed. Drop that bass on the beat for a minute. When I spit these words to the beat, no limit. I don't make no sense, I don't need no gimmick. I'ma say what I think, be real specific. And I'm master the chase, I'm a pass in the race. You could ask me the way I attack every day. I adapt and I change, never cap, and I say what I mean, how I think, and you know I'm here to stay like, keep my head up, shit gets harder and I get fatter. But that don't get me nowhere, that gets you to give up. So I stay strong and do my thing, I never let up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'ma get up. If I get knocked, I never let it, I'
Gentlemen, welcome to another great episode here of World Class Wrestling here on Twitch TV /wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Description below, you're watching here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. After the live show, this will go to YouTube. You miss any show, be timestamped. Hope so you're going to enjoy this video, ladies and gentlemen. But are you ready for our first match of 6 here, ladies and gentlemen? 2 championship match, Women U2 Championship, and the Men U2 Championship up grab here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like every week. But during the week, ladies and gentlemen, Perch was complaining that he don't have a match. But it's okay. Perch will have a match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But who it is against, ladies and gentlemen, we will find pretty soon there. Hi, the GOAT. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is Happy Sunday. First Sunday of April, yeah. 2 days before my birthday is on Tuesday, April 8th. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our first match of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Nissa. We haven't seen her in a while since she lost her Women YouTube Championship. She's going against Cynthia Albright in this matchup. Let's head to the arena for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one fall. Come to the ring first. She is known as Cynthia Albright, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be moving over to 2K25 on the last, after WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. We will not have a show on WrestleMania weekend. Next week will be our last show before our pay-per-view the following week. I got Perch walking in here. Perch, you got a match here later on tonight in the co-main event. Oh, so you're happy now, Perch. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the ring. Is Nissa, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, wait a minute. Pay-per-view is next week. That's right, because WrestleMania is only 2 weeks away now. Oh my God. This is the last show before our pay-per-view of Night of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, everybody's coming in to want to see the great commentator here. I mean, we got Perch saying hello to me. Then we have Chase Bram and Butch Bram walk in with their tag team titles. They be facing Roaring Kitty and Easter Bunny next week for them tag team titles. And Kurt Bram's here. But yes, Night of Champions next week, ladies and gentlemen. Then we'll be off for the week of WrestleMania. Then we'll come back with World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, on 2K25. I mean, who will be champions after Night of Champions? I mean, we'll have some maybe extra matches on our big show, ladies and gentlemen. Plus our pre-show. That will be exclusively on our YouTube channel. You're watching here on Twitch TV, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that description below to get to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. I think our fight management team did not timestamp their last show. I think they need to do that pretty soon. Let me talk to the no, that's not even timestamped at all. Guess it'll be a little work here for our team here while we're trying to get this going here. I mean, what newcomers will we have coming here after WrestleMania? Or will we have new champions being crowned after WrestleMania? Because other people that don't want to return here at World Class Wrestling. Who knows? But these two ladies are showing up here, ladies and gentlemen. That'd be Xbox One or WWE 2K25. Back and forth they go here, ladies and gentlemen. just have a thought of, at Night of Champion, Kurt Bram versus Brandon Apple for the United States Champion, because he said he would take every single one of us out and give us a United States Championship match, but he never gave Kurt a shot at a United States Championship. That is so true, Kurt. I mean, Brandon Apple did not give you a title shot yet. Very interesting on that. Brandon Apple would say that he'd take out all the Bram brothers, and he hadn't took out you yet, Kurt. I wonder if our management team would put that together for you, and what would Brandon Apple think about it? That's what we need to know. We need, if Brandon Apple's in the house, what's your opinion on that you want to take on Kurt Brand? Back and forth they go here, ladies and gentlemen. Back on this match here. And look at Cynthia Albright going at her, ladies and gentlemen. My God, what a takedown, ladies and gentlemen. Both women are out here beating each other up here. My God, look at that maneuver there, ladies and gentlemen. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia Albright here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Brandon Apple just walking in here. We get to him just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Apple just came in here. And looked at Kurt Brandon and holding his title over his head and laughed in Kurt's face. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Then throw a cheer at him hard. Then Brandon left, said he accept the match at Night of Champion, ladies and gentlemen. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Perch want to get involved here, ladies and gentlemen. Perch. On our YouTube channel for Tuesday night, my birthday, I'm going to give you a match exclusively on YouTube, Perch. I do think Kurt Brand will accept it after he got slapped in the face by you. Well, I just got my word here, ladies and gentlemen, that after being low blow by Perch and slapped in the face, Kurt Brand will face Perch at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the Fight Channel, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube channel, exclusively on my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only way you're going to check that match out. Let's put some little enticing on this. If Perch somehow win this match against Kurt Bram, he make it a triple threat at the U.S. Championship at Night of Champions. Very interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is Dylan Wolf, the number one contender for Kurt Shield World Class Wrestling Championship. You know, Kurt Shield had been putting Dylan Wolf through the ringer for the last 2 weeks. He is picking out Super AA Ron to face him tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head to the arena for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. What a match that's going to be on my birthday. Let's go see on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I think Perch has lost it. Say, I don't need your ugly belt, but ladies and gentlemen, come to the ring first. He's known as Dylan Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, okay, Chase Bram and Butch Bram just took care of Perch, ladies and gentlemen. Just hit him hard with a chair, knock him out, and throw him out, and lock the door, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Perch. Then I just been told by somebody out there in the hallway that Perch just want to end careers. Heck, you can't win championships, I mean. But we will see Perch here later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Since he asked for a match here for this week, ladies and gentlemen, he will be in the main event. But ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by the World Class Wrestling Champion, Kobe Shield. He is Super AA Ron. Come to the ring. Let's see if he could end the career of his opponent here tonight, Perch. Oh, I want to know.
Let me know you more planned out, baby. From the night to the morning, and I'll be waiting for you, and I'll be waiting for two of us. Nothing left to lose. All this shit here is new to us. Oh no.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This match is underway. Oh my God. Super AA Ron over him, ladies and gentlemen. Shoulder block there, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know, should I do a mini show for my birthday where I got one match for that, ladies and gentlemen? Perch versus Kurt Bram. Yeah, they do a 4-match show here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 women and 2 men here. Yeah. Got 1 men match here. We need another men match before that mini show for April 8th, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving you guys a little teaser. What could happen at Night of Champions? What now? What I'm getting at Perch, I want to face Kurt Bram? Is he being a coward now? Know what it is? I mean, We know Brandon Alpha is facing Kurt Bram at Night of Champion. But this is going to be Tuesday night, my birthday. It's going to be a present to me. Oh my God, that's what I want to see. Perch in the lights on my birthday versus Kurt Bram. Perch, you don't like it? What I want, what I get on my birthday will be the greatest present in the world today. I don't care, you don't care. It's my day. I can do anything I want on my day. But back to the match here, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Wolf is looking good against, oh my God, Super AA Ron. Could he be the next World Class Wrestling Champion? And referee's talking to Kobe Shield here. And this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. Oh my God, Dylan Wolf just took out Super AA Ron here. Wow. Wow, what a quick match that was. Wow. What a... Oh my God. Whew. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. I just got word, ladies and gentlemen, that Kurt Bram gets up and tells Perch after he unlocked the door and holler at Perch while Perch was running away. You don't step, then you are a biatch. Oh my God, a biatch. We could see a new World Class Wrestling United Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Wolf here. We are accepting wrestlers right now for 2K25, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure there is no showcase items on there, because I will not be getting no showcase stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We are building up our roster. Could be a brand new roster. Could be new champion with this, ladies and gentlemen. But I can't wait to see what 2K25 could bring to our wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get to our third match. I can't say we're saying that we're getting to our third match here, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we might have some footage in the back here about what's going on in the back at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that. But let's get to our next match, ladies and gentlemen. The show must go on here, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Jones, the number one contender to Amber Rock, that is in the corner of Bix here, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, can Riley Jones show Amber Rock she is ready to take that title from her? Just like Dylan Wolf just showed Kobe Show that she is ready to take that title. But ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I know I'm ready. Let's head to the arena for our third match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the ring. She is known as Ridley Jones, the number one contender for the World Class Wrestling Championship, ladies and gentlemen.
All you got to is fuse inside my vision, only here to make her feel so alive. I throw the pain she felt on me on my mind. Never show her my heart, I let her go, I can blame. She gon' tear you to pieces, it's hard to explain. Broke on the inside, lately ain't been right, baby. Guess you need me to get by, baby. Need me to get by. Been a lot of days, lot of nights, I'm gonna come and I don't count them. Keep it going cause I got it. It's 30 days in a month, 30 more, I ain't out of anything about it. Like 20 drinks that'll call me over. I feel it more when I'm drunk than sober. I feel it more when my back on the wall. I face the fact that this made me alone. They wanna call me crazy, hope it's plagued me, count me out when they don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, coming by our World Class Wrestling Champion, she is Vix, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, both women are ready to go in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Just got a comment by Dylan Woods. He said, Perch moves hit like mosquito bite. I earned my spot in a World Class Wrestling Championship match, so I don't need to face someone who never won a World Championship in here. And name himself after a damn fish. Ooh, a fish! Oh my god! A fish. There's a fish. Here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth. These two women go here, ladies and gentlemen. Vix is trying to prove a point that really Jones should not be the #1 contender, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth, Ridley Jones trying. Oh, what a slap by Vix. They're just slugging it out here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just coming in here, ladies and gentlemen, you missed any part of the show, will be on our YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, ladies and gentlemen, premiering. Hopefully, our fight management team can get the timestamps where you can watch whatever match you want to watch. Next week will be our biggest pay-per-view of the year, ladies and gentlemen, our biggest show. Before we move over to 2K25, where we are taking in some new wrestlers and all that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You want to get in here, ladies and gentlemen? You surely can. That's how you get in. Do not use no showcase item, because I will not be doing showcases, because I don't have enough time to do that. Beautiful roll up there by Vix, ladies and gentlemen. What a kick out there, ladies and gentlemen. We are halfway through the show already, since we had an easy match for Dylan Wolf. And a beautiful bridge up there, ladies and gentlemen. I've been told we are going to have 7 matches next week for our pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Not counting our pre-show, that'll be exclusively on our YouTube channel. But really, Jones is going right after Vixen here, showing why she's the #1 contender for that World Class Wrestling Championship. Back before we go here, ladies and gentlemen. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Ridley Jones. We'll be seeing her next week. Can't Stop World Class Wrestling Champion, Amber Rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Like 20 drinks that
Congratulations to her.
I feel it more when I'm drunk than sober. I feel it more when my back on the wall. I face the fact that this made me alone. They wanna call.
Man, what's been going on lately? Is this good? You're amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to our first championship match. This should have been a co-main event, but we had to switch around the roster because Perch said he won't be wrestling near the top of the card. He's complaining. But we'll see how Perch go against his who he's going to face, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, Perch coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. But, championship match here, ladies and gentlemen. Rebecca is going for that YouTube championship against Rhonda P. Pearsall. Can Rhonda P. Pearsall retain her title here? Go on to Night of Champions as the champion, or will it be Rebecca, ladies and gentlemen? Let's head to the arena for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one fall for the Women YouTube Championship. And coming to the ring, the challenger here, ladies and gentlemen. She is known as Rebecca.
No, it's better beforehand. Let me know you more planned out, baby. From the night to the morning, and I'll be waiting for you, and I'll be waiting for two of us. Let the left and the loose. All this shit here is new to us. Oh no, oh now you love me. Guess you don't. What the fuck are you talking about? Who you speaking on the phone to? I've been calling and calling to get your ass a phone. Call me when you're back at home. I'm not sure what this feeling is. Let me know when you're feeling it. And you probably don't give a shit, but I hope you can live with this. I know I've never seen before. Searching for the keys, I'm gonna open up some doors. Get yourself.
And coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, she is our Women YouTube Champion, Rhonda B. Pearsall. Look like she's happy to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Two matches to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Left on this show, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's for the YouTube Championship here, ladies and gentlemen. She is our challenger, Rebecca, ladies and gentlemen. And there is our women YouTube champion, Rhonda B. Pearsall. Ladies and gentlemen, Perch is running it back saying, "My old Perch is back." But it's the same thing over and over, Perch. You just can't win great matches. But we got a match for them here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in for that. It's our co-main event. But first, we got our Women YouTube Championship going on right here. Can't get distracted about that, ladies and gentlemen. And what we got playing here, ladies and gentlemen. Giving a kiss to the crowd. Beautiful leg drop. Man, she is just taking to Rebecca, ladies and gentlemen. It don't look good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, drop him on her head there, ladies and gentlemen. Perch running around the back saying, "I must see TV, ladies and gentlemen." Well, we're going to have him on next, ladies and gentlemen, in the co-main event. He might not be too happy who he's facing, but back and forth here. Look at Rebecca taking it to the champion here. Oh, what a takedown there, ladies and gentlemen. Going for that pin. 1, 2, pin kick out here, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh, she just throwing her around like a rag doll here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Perch first in the back just ranting and raving, ladies and gentlemen. But him and his son could not win tag team titles here. He can't win a dang on YouTube championship here. Since we've been back at season up, we got a pin here. And a kick out too, ladies and gentlemen. And he said X Factor Matt coming back. I love the X Factor Matt. I mean, he was a good wrestler. But Perch said he don't need X Factor Matt. I think Perch first needs to retire, in my opinion. But look at Rebecca going out of her, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, right before our next match, we'll be talking about what could be happening at the pre-show of Night of Champion for that YouTube Championship. Men, ladies and gentlemen, who put their hat in the ring for that title, ladies and gentlemen. Ponder that one, ladies and gentlemen, till we get to it. Right after this matchup, we'll find out who will be going for that YouTube Men Championship at the pre-show of Night of Champions. Whoop into the corner, ladies and gentlemen. And a beautiful drop kick to the knees here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Rebecca. Might be wasting too much time here. Oh my God, look at that submission hold, ladies and gentlemen. Could that be it? Look at the knees here, ladies and gentlemen. And a beautiful drop kick there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, base plant there by our YouTube champion. Go for that pin, ladies and gentlemen. And there's still your champion, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, still our women YouTube champion, Rebecca B. Pearsall.
Yo, I think that I lost my mind.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen? Our co-main event. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Freak Nathan has put his hat. He want to put his rematch clause in for Night of Champion pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, for that YouTube Championship. He think the YouTube Championship he lost last week was a fluke to this newcomer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if this newcomer could win this title. We'll see a rematch at Night of Champion. But, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main event, an untitled fight here, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go to a local bars here, ladies and gentlemen. For this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we got Izzy, a newcomer here, ladies and gentlemen, facing Perch. That's on a road here, so he's going to destroy people's careers here, ladies and gentlemen. But can he beat this man, Izzy, here, ladies and gentlemen? Head to the arena for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Will Albright just walked in here, ladies and gentlemen. We will talk to him in a moment. But, ladies and gentlemen, come to the ring first. He's known as Izzy, ladies and gentlemen. Will Albright just told me I am officially retired from in-ring competition and focus on giving my talent in GNW a spotlight to shine. You go there, Will Albright. It's great to be a wrestling promoter, you know. Like me, I'm the commentator here, but it's showing new talent here on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. That's what our little show's about. GNW, World Class Wrestling here, or any other wrestling promotion like World Z, ladies and gentlemen. Great. I know his World Z Mania is getting ready to happen here soon, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to have Night of Champions next week. Then we have WrestleMania. We're taking a week off from that. Then we'll be back with more great action here on World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Been asked, will Deep South Wrestling ever return? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? And come to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Some people call him the Fish. He is known as Perch, ladies and gentlemen. Is he coming out? Perch. Where are you, Perch? Oh, there he is! The Fish! The Fish! This man does have a match on April 8th, exclusively on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, against Kurt Brand, as he slapped the poor man in the face and low blow him in Family Jewels. Just saying. He said he don't want that match, but it's happening because, you know what? I want it to happen. It's my birthday present. I'm not disrespecting anybody here. I'm just telling them how it is. That's all. I mean, you know something? Why don't we make that the main event for Tuesday night, exclusively on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, ladies and gentlemen? It's my birthday present to myself. So, yeah, look at that maneuver by Perch. Totally fell there. And look at the strength by Izzy, ladies and gentlemen, just dominating. Man, Perch here, wow. Okay. Oh, production crew, why we still got music going on? Oh, that's right. They think the match is already over with. Oh my God. I'm so bad, you know. A wicked clothesline by Izzy there, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Perch had nothing for Izzy here. Look at the strong man going right at him here. Look at the punches coming in here. Ooh, yeah, that's what I like. I like that old Dusty Rhodes here. Rest in peace, the American Dream. And a kip up by Perch, ladies and gentlemen. My mistake by Izzy there. Oh, what a super kick. Another one to the back of the head. That might be it for Perch. We got a 1, 2. Oh my God. Perch almost lost here, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting news on this that Will Alpha had talked to fight management team. Really? And they gave me a manager role for World Class Wrestling. So either way, if Brandon Alpha accepts or doesn't accept, he will defend that United States Championship. But if Brandon loses by countout or disqualification, lose the title to Kurt Brand, because I know that snaky snake, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That means Brandon Alpha cannot be counted out. If he get counted out or disqualified, he will lose that title to Brandon here, ladies and gentlemen. To Kurt Brand. Either way, Will Alpha put Brandon Alpha in a box, ladies and gentlemen. Quick count out there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Pearsall. A little bit of blood coming from him, ladies and gentlemen. You notice that bite went poosh. But look at Perch, ladies and gentlemen. He looks like he's on a mission and don't look good for Izzy here. Drop him back to head, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 1, 2. Wow, Perch almost beat Izzy there. So close, but yet so far. What I think, what Will Alpha said, I like it. And did it again, ladies and gentlemen, the Burger Breaker. This might be it. 1, 2. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Perch. I can't believe it, he won. But don't worry, Perch. You do have a match on Tuesday night.
Yo, I think that I lost my mind. Hours now I spent time grinding on the things I write, fighting through the sleepy nights. And still, man, I'm getting screwed. Haven't I paid my fucking dues? Algorithms pick and choose. We're all slaves to what they do. Wait, no, it's a gift. I can go from poor to rich if you figure out the switch to get to the top of it. I don't know, I don't care. I'm pulling out my fucking hair. I just wanna create and share, help the world become aware that you can do anything that you want to. You can be everything that you want to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup that was. But Perch will be main eventing Tuesday night, my birthday wrestling show on Tuesday on YouTube for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. He will be there. Don't worry about it. Just tune in Tuesday, 6 p.m. on Eastern Time. Exclusively on YouTube. Description below here. You're watching here on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Or you're watching YouTube later. You know where to come to. But it is main event time, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube titles up for grab. Let's head to the arena for this one, ladies and gentlemen. ladies and gentlemen, this is a co-main event of the evening here in World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This is one fall for the Men YouTube Championship. Who are winning the YouTube Championship will be facing the Freak Nathan, ladies and gentlemen, at the pre-show of Night of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. And coming to the ring first, he's known as Dallas Goldman. Don't worry, Perch will be there on Tuesday. He'd be tied up in a nice little bow. I can't wait to see that match on my birthday. Coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, he is known as Dallas Goldman here. Perch walked out and looked at Dallas Goldman, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, next week is Night of Champion pay-per-view. Last show here on WWE 2K24, ladies and gentlemen. We might gonna be out with a banger here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in the ring, he is defending his title for the very first time here, ladies and gentlemen. He is known as Nate Payne, ladies and gentlemen. Freak Nathan, I've been told, is watching on somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to see a rematch between this man and the Freak Nathan next week. Could it happen, or will Dallas Goldman spoil the party, ladies and gentlemen? Wow. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the title we are putting up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Men YouTube Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your challenger, Dallas Goldman. And there is Nate Payne, our YouTube champion, ladies and gentlemen. I just got news in the back, ladies and gentlemen. Will Alpha walks to Pierce first. You can't touch me. Since he's not a wrestler, he's just a manager here at World Class Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. But if you don't show up to face Kurt Bram on Tuesday, you will be fired from World Class Wrestling. Ooh. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Both men are ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen, for the main event. Beautiful maneuver there by Dallas Goldman there. And a beautiful maneuver by Mr. Matt Payne back to his feet. And here come the pain. The pain, ladies and gentlemen. What do you got playing here? Don't look good for Dallas Goldman here, ladies and gentlemen. Kick to the midsection, ladies and gentlemen. Got him up. Into a vicious powerbomb. Going to the high risk district, ladies and gentlemen. Into a beautiful splash. Maybe crack some ribs there, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows? Perched up somewhere on the stage here watching this matchup for some reason. You think he need to get ready for his matchup against Kurt Bram. Oh my God, what just happened here, ladies and gentlemen? I looked away and Nate Payne fell like a rock there. And it don't look good for Nate Payne here, ladies and gentlemen. After he took out the Freak Nathan last week to get the G2 title. Wow. And batter up, ladies and gentlemen. That might be it. 1, 2, pin kick out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, don't look good, ladies and gentlemen. Back heel kick. But great maneuver by the champion to roll out here. And another stomp to the face. And don't look good, ladies and gentlemen. Into a beautiful suplex, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, we might be seeing the three amigos here, ladies and gentlemen. By Dallas Goodman again. What a kip up here, ladies and gentlemen. But he don't want to get a count out. He is pointing to Nate Payne here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful maneuver by Dallas Goldman. There's our Spanish announced team here, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the match for you in Spanish. Dallas, yo, Mr. Goldman. You know your boys, JTV guys, not here. Really, Perch? You gotta grab a mic to say that? Oh my God. Time to distract Dallas Goldman here, ladies and gentlemen. Not like Nate Payne need any help with that. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some footage. Breaking news to you coming right after this match, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. 1, 2. Pin kick out, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, so close, but yet so far away. Tell us, crowd, we're not worthy. And don't look good, ladies and gentlemen, for the champion super kick. Oh my God, this might be it. 1, 2. Almost a new champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Into a fine body press here, ladies and gentlemen. Into a beautiful splash there. And another one, ladies and gentlemen. And totally missed her, ladies and gentlemen. Into a beautiful, oh my God. We got a 6 count. Are we? He can't now win the championship with a double countout. He can't win with a countout, ladies and gentlemen. What is Dallas Goldman doing? We're at an 8 count. Can Nate Payne get back in the ring? And he does that. Oh my God, Nate tagged Dallas Goldman while sitting in the corner. Where is he going? Into a vicious powerbomb there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, back and forth. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Perch on the stage, clapping his hands for some reason. Does Perch want to see Nate Payne win? Is that what it is? Duck under, ladies and gentlemen. And beautiful backdrop. And beautiful spine buzz, ladies and gentlemen, like the Arn Anderson one, ladies and gentlemen. My God. And a beautiful maneuver by Dallas Goldman. We got a 1, 2. We have a new YouTube champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas Goldman.
Call me when you're back at home. I'm not sure what this feeling is. Let me know when you're feeling it. And you probably don't give a shit.
Yo, I think that I lost my mind. Hours now, spending time grinding on the things I write, fighting through the sleepy nights, and still, man, I'm getting screwed. Haven't I paid my fucking dues? Algorithms pick and choose. We're all slaves to what they do. Wait, no, it's a gift. I can go from.
Wow. Now I gotta say, new YouTube champion, Freak Nathan versus Dallas Goldman on the pre-show of Night of Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Just lost distraction here, but don't go nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some breaking news coming here towards you, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the back, let's go get that footage, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news here in the back here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head back there. Cam crew, are you ready? And ladies and gentlemen, we do got footage back here. Perch is attacking the number 1 contender to the World Class Wrestling Champion, Dylan Wolf, in the back here, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I'll bring you this footage here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, but Dylan Wolf is coming back and beating up Perch, ladies and gentlemen. We just seen Perch won here earlier tonight. And he got his match at my birthday bash, I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's the birthday bash on Tuesday, strictly on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have a minimum of 4 matches. One of these is Perch versus Kurt Branham. But right now, it don't look good for Dylan Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. Is Perch just stopping Dylan Wolf up against Kobe Shield? Did Kobe Shield put Perch up this, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I want to know. Is Perch is setting this up? Is Kobe Shield back in the hotel room or somewhere laughing about what is happening to the number 1 contender, ladies and gentlemen? Perch with the chair. Oh my God, just beating the living mess out of the number 1 contender here. But here comes Dylan Wolf back. Uh-oh, don't look good for dang on Perch into the lighting system there. But, oh my God, face first into the concrete. Dylan Wolf. Oh my God. Working on it. What kind of shape Dylan Wolf going to be in next week, ladies and gentlemen, for a World Class Wrestling Championship. And don't look good, ladies and gentlemen. Power bomb. Dylan Wolf into the concrete. There's no mat back here. This is all solid concrete here. Wow. What a brutal fight between these two men here, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of shape will these men be in here, ladies and gentlemen, next week? Oh, I don't know. My God, camera crew, can we get some footage here? My God, we can't see here. My God. Beautiful leg sweep there, ladies and gentlemen. There's an elevator there. Are they going to go into the elevator here? Oh, my God. But here come Dylan Wolf. Beautiful knee, ladies and gentlemen. Poison Karana on the concrete. Oh, my God. Left the man there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dylan Wolf just left Perch Lane in front of the elevator. We are getting medical people checking out Perch, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be able to wrestle on my birthday bash on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I want to know. Will he be able to? Tune in on our YouTube channel. Description below here on our channel here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching here on Twitch TV, Rasterton. But this is our last show on WWE 2K24 regular show. Next week will be our last pay-per-view for WWE 2K24. Thank you, WWE, for having these great games, where we can have these great matches for you people here on Twitch or on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the show. We see you on Tuesday on our YouTube channel. Next week, back here for our Night of Champion pay-per-view for the last one here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great week. I know I will, because I'm going to do some crazy stuff for my birthday. Who knows? I'll see you next week. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.